What's going on, everybody? How you doing? In today's video we are starting R40 with the tour book. I took the cover off because I hate those covers. I mean, I'm keeping it, but just while I'm handling it right now, it's off. So we're starting with this. Rush celebrated their 40th anniversary with the R40 live tour. Setlist and staging theme reflected a march backward through time, beginning with Clockwork Angel's material and proceeding backward chronologically throughout the show. The backlines, meanwhile, progressed from steampunk theme to dryers to finally walls of amplifiers. For the second set, Neil switched to a replica of his old chrome drum kit from the 70s, while Geddy played numerous basses from his personal collection. Alex and Geddy's dueling double necks also reappeared for a full rendition of Xanadu. The concept for this tour began with an idea I had about devolution, Geddy explained, and I thought it would be kind of neat to do a retrospective at some point where we began in the present day and went back in time. I shared this concept during a creative meeting with art director Dale Heslip, and he started expanding upon it and suggested the idea, if we were going to go back musically in time, why don't we go back physically in a more theatrical sense? That's cool. That sounds like a cool concept. 3 sets. A, B, and C alternated songs from 4 albums. Set A included Red Barchetta, Distant Early Warning, One Little Victory, and Clockwork Angels. These sets were replaced in Set B with their retrospective album companions, The Camera Eye, Between the Wheels, How It Is, and The Wrecker. Set C was nearly the same as A, except YYZ replaced Red Barchetta, and Natural Science was added as a bonus track. During 5 shows of the tour, the Clockwork Angels alternating song was dropped to make room for the Signals track, Losing It, performed on tour for the first time ever. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I mean, I've seen the song list because I have the songs prepared, but there's also like a bunch of extras, and this explains it. Oh, so maybe I have to rearrange. I might have to rearrange some things now that I know that, huh? Maybe I'll have to put those back to back. That makes more sense. Okay, all right. My attitude was, this is an anniversary tour, so we should really celebrate our most popular songs, Geddy reasoned. And in order to do that, you have to have the discussion, well, popular by whose metric? If you look at some of the hardcore fans and their requests, they want the more obscure, deeper tracks. So we tried to strike a balance. Added Alex, we've dug deep, we've pulled out some songs that we haven't played in a very long time, some real fan favorites, and we're enjoying playing them. We've revisited every era except maybe the mid-'80s era, which we covered in good portion of the set on the last tour, so like Power Windows, really. We've got 3 sets, A, B, and C, which will be rotating throughout the tour. Ged and I have gone crazy on bringing out all of our old instruments and buying up vintage gear all over the place. His goal is to play a different bass for every song in the show. It's so freaking silly, but okay. Yeah, like even this bass that he's playing, why is he playing that thing? That doesn't even make any sense. Why is he playing that? He looks like some indie hipster. It's just not like the sound or look of Rush, but that's all right. All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I got the big bass book. I'll pull it out when we're going through it, but I'm just like, oh my god. That bass doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, while not exactly billed as a farewell tour, the press release announced the R40 live track included a statement indicating that the band's touring days would most likely be coming to an end. After 40 years together and 20 gold and platinum studio albums, Rush is ready to celebrate with the most loyal fans in the world by embarking on their 21st tour, one which will most likely be their last major tour of this magnitude. Geddy explained, it's clear that we are at a point in our career that we have to slow down and slow down dramatically, so I'm not a guy who's in love with the farewell tour idea, but it's clear that this is going to be the last big tour that we're going to do for a while anyway. In terms of, are we still a band? Yeah, of course we're still a band. Do we talk about writing? Yes, we talk about writing. Will we do gigs in the future? I don't see why not. But when you are talking about a tour that's 35 shows, 40 shows, 50 shows at our age, at this point in our lives, I don't know how many of those are still left in us. Indeed, prior to the tour, Neil had met with Alex, Geddy, and manager Ray Daniels to let them know that he was done. But he noted, not in any bitter or jaded way, quite the contrary, I simply felt that 50 years of playing drums, 40 of them with Rush, might be enough for these old bones. Yeah, that guy was done. It's like, I can't freaking do this anymore. We got enough money. I don't need to do this. I don't need to keep doing this. This is insane. As for what changed in his mind, In my secret heart of hearts, the one tiny door I left open was that if one of the guys said he really wanted to do it one more time and wasn't sure he'd be able to in another year, I would have to surrender. Well, of course, Alex didn't know about that little door or that my decision hinged on it, but he said exactly that, explaining that his creeping arthritis was affecting his hands, that he really wanted to play live again and didn't know if he would be able to do it in another year. In the end, Neil agreed to 3 months of touring, and the R40 live track saw the band perform 35 shows in 34 cities across North America, beginning on May 8th, 2015 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and wrapping on August 1st at the Forum in Inglewood, California. Celebrities in attendance at the final show included, freaking everybody. Okay. Jonathan Dinklage joins the band for the 5th live performance of Losing It, and at the end of Working Man, Neil took photos of Geddy, Alex, and the crowd. Following Garden Road, they played Garden Road? Oh, it's a teaser. Oh, interesting. Okay, I don't have that. Following Garden Road, Neil broke with tradition and joined Alex and Geddy at the front of the stage for a group hug and bow. Geddy on stage at the Forum. Thank you so much, Los Angeles. On behalf of the greatest crew and organization in the world, on behalf of our whole organization, thank you, United States of America, for 40 awesome years. And I do hope we'll meet again sometime. Bye-bye. Okay. So, all right, we got that. Okay, so, set list. The World Is intro video. The Anarchist, Clockwork Angels, The Wreckers. Okay, cool. So they have it here. So this will make it easy for me. Clockwork Angels or The Wreckers. Headlong Flight, Drumbastica drum solo. Far Cry, The Main Monkey Business, One Little Victory or How It Is. Animate, Roll the Bones, Distant Early Warning or Between the Wheels. Losing It, Subdivisions. Intermission, No Country for Old Hens video. Tom Sawyer, and then Red Barchetta, or The Camera Eye, or YYZ. Spirit of Radio, Natural Science, Jacob's Ladder, Hemisphere's Prelude. Yeah, they do book 2 and then they do book 1, right? Closer to the Heart, Xanadu, 2112, they do 4 parts. And then Encore, Mel's Rockpile video. And then they do Lakeside Park, Anthem. That's like medley, kind of, right? And then they kind of medley What You're Doing and Working Man. And that says Garden Road teaser, exit stage left, outro video. Okay, so I got the videos that I'm doing, and it's mixed. It's very mixed. I'll probably get into in the first video that we do. Someone warned me that the R40 videos are not online. They're not on YouTube, and I imagine it's because they get blocked, because this is now not that long ago, right? 2015. It's their most recent thing. They're probably holding on to that a little bit tighter than the older stuff. So it's blocked. A lot of it is probably blocked. So the videos that I have is a mixture of live videos and audio only and 1 or 2 fan videos. But I got all of it. But it's a mixture. Most of it actually is the actual video, most of it, but not all of it. And I'm afraid that Losing It is going to get blocked. I have 2 different versions of Losing It. One with Ben Mink, which I think I did before and it got blocked. I'm pretty sure I did that before and it got blocked. And then the one with Jonathan Dinklage. You know, we're going to see how it goes, but I got it and I'm going to do it. And if something gets blocked, that's just going to be what it is. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it, so sorry. Okay, so first concert, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tickets range from $48 to $402. Needed that $2. They did not quite sell out, and the concert gross was $817,400. Crazy. And of course, we're at the point, you know, where they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All of the reviews are going to be fantastic, right? They're going to be just glowing. We knew it way back in the late 70s, how amazing these guys were. Lincoln, Nebraska, gross $650,000. St. Paul, Minnesota, $973,000. St. Louis, Missouri, over $1 million. So tickets range from $40-$50 all the way up to $400. And they're grossing over $1 million on a lot of the shows. Like a lot of them. Looks like most of them. Most of them, they're grossing over $1 million every show. Looks like that 650,000 was an outlier. Columbus, Ohio, Getty on stage says, "Of course, if we do anything, we do it backwards." That's funny. Chicago, Illinois show. During setlist C in the retro set, Neil donned a fake mustache. That's pretty funny. 1.5 million gross over here. Yeah, I mean, they're raking it in. Raking it in. Yeah, it looks like that was the most. Which show was that? 1.5. New York, Madison Square Garden. That's where it was. 1.5. Crazy. Yep, cool. So that's what we're doing. Starting now. So catch you then.